Hello again, everybody. Second video, second cup of coffee. I'm just watching the flame on my Yankee candle. I think I'm about halfway down. It's a 150-hour burn, so I've had it on since 6 o'clock yesterday. 6 o'clock yesterday. I need to blow it out, I think, for a bit. Anyway, I've been sort of looking forward to doing this video about Chantal. Sort of looking forward to it because I can say, I told you so, where it was all heading. It was just so obvious because she was coming out with comments like, gonna pose in my underwear, only kidding guys, and then she'd pose in a lingerie at some point, and then she'd mention OnlyFans, gonna make some videos for OnlyFans, only joking folks. But really she and Nader made a video. They must have taken it down, I don't know, because I saw a clip, and in this video they were mentioning about Nader becoming sort of her manager and them doing like these chat rooms. I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be OnlyFans with a set amount of money each month, say $15 a month to get access, and then for anybody who wants particular attention and gratification, sorry, I've been reading about Amy Ramazan. Chantal will take them into a side room, and there she will perform whatever acts that is requested of her. I believe that's going to happen, and I believe it's kicking off now with, she's gone to see somebody called Carly. I haven't looked up Carly's YouTube channel, but if she's gone there for a photo shoot, I can imagine Carly is already in on the act, so to speak, and is going to lead Chantal through the process. If that's the case, Carly will have a manager, and that manager will also be seeking to help Chantal in order to help himself. So the idea that Chantal and Nader had of Chantal being under Nader's guidance, I think may, if he's not very careful, Nader may be put on the back burner, really. She says she loves you, Nader, and yet she goes on this business trip for 3 or 4 days without you, knowing that she's going to be posing this way and that way and having her goods on show. You need to be prepared for when the wildebeest returns, because she's going to, you know, give you an ultimatum, I think, and that is either to accept and promote what it is she's intending to do, or there is going to be trouble in paradise. I'm not saying it's easy either for you, Nader. I don't like you, okay? I don't like you, but in Egyptian culture, women are expected to defer to the men in their lives. Chantal is never going to defer to you. She does when she makes the fake apologies, when you've had the fake arguments, and she speaks in that little girl voice, you know, sorry. It just doesn't cut it, does it? You know, anybody with a modicum of common sense is going to see through all that little girl act. Sorry, Nader. In Chantal's world, Chantal will defer to nobody. Nobody. Unless they're going to present her with a contract worth a large amount of money, or photo shoots and sponsorships, which are going to be worth a lot of money. Otherwise, she's going to bloody well defer to nobody except herself. I said it. This is the way it's heading. And we've seen Chantal with her burps and passing wind and all the other nasty stuff that she does on camera. Those are the things that are going to make Chantal a success. Those are the things that some people will pay for because it's their fetish. You know, like, didn't she say somebody had a foot fetish? I can't remember. I know she was kissing Nader's feet. But somebody had a foot fetish, and I don't know whether it was, her. There's just so many, isn't there? You just get totally bemused and confused. So, as I said, I was reading a little earlier because it suddenly popped into my head that Amy Ramadan, her husband is from Egypt, and it had completely gone out of my mind. Ali Ramadan is from Egypt. He's from Cairo, and he was a used car salesman in Cairo, I believe. Came to the US, went to the US, became a used car salesman there, a failed businessman. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. Amy met him through a chat room like Chantal met Nader. Amy met Ali through a chat room. They conversed back and forth, and I don't know how long it was, but Amy was invited to go to Cairo to meet Ali and to meet his family. Well, she went, and 3 days later, she went back to the US, and a married woman. She had only known him for 3 days, really. All she knew of him was in the chat, in the chat room of the dating sites. So that's all she knew of him. He was a car salesman, went out, met his family, converted to Islam, and got married three days later. That was rapid. For his family to accept that, for her to suddenly take to wearing the veil and convert to the Quran. Now, you see, that's not authentic to me, because for a woman to convert, she's surely got to have a leaning towards the faith. I believe that something like 96%, I might be wrong, of Egypt are Sunni Islam, Muslims. So they're Sunni Muslims, the rest are Christian. But she had to convert. How would she know about converting? How would she know to do it? How would she have been conversant with anything in the Quran before she married? When Alf and I got married, I was Catholic, I still am. And Alfie was Church of England. Didn't matter to either of us. But it mattered to the Catholic Church. And I was told, or my mum was told, by a Catholic priest that unless I married in a Catholic church, they wouldn't recognise the marriage, and any children I had would be born bastards. What a terrible thing to say. I mean, that's enough to put you off for a start, you know, presenting you with this ultimatum. But as it happened, the Catholic church that we went to, they wanted my dad's death certificate. The registry office in Birmingham wanted my dad's death certificate. I didn't have it. And my mum would give me no information about my dad. I mean, I remember him, and I knew his name, and that was about all I knew. But my mum would give me no further information. I was 16. So, you know, we sort of struck a dead end there, because Catholic Church, a no-no. Registry office, a no-no. And then, as a last resort, we went to a church where our sister had got married. And they never even asked for my dad's death certificate. Nothing. So they were the only thing that they were concerned about, he was concerned about, the vicar, was that I was so young and did I know what I was doing, and I said, yes, I do. You know, I love Alf so much. So much. So we got married in that church because we couldn't get married in the Catholic Church, because we couldn't get married in Birmingham Registry Office. So, how was it that Amy suddenly converted? Because the other thing that we would have been requested to do by the Catholic Church would be for Alf to go to lessons, catechism lessons, for 6 weeks or so. So Amy did it all in 3 days. She didn't just get a Jaffa ring, Chantal. She got the real deal. Probably bought it herself, but you know. We talk about gigolos. In Egypt, as in a lot of countries, certain cultures, it's accepted really that middle-aged women, or older women they call, you know, their 30s, 40s, 50s, they will go alone on a holiday with the sole intention of meeting a young man. And a lot of them do. And a lot of Egyptians take on the role of being a male escort to these women. It's an occupation over there, if you like. And Nader is just bringing his occupation. He probably did that while he was there, bet ya. And he's brought it here. He's struck lucky with Chantal, earning all this money, giving him $2,000 a month to stay home and paying all his bills. So he's struck lucky so far. But if you want to be involved in the rest of what she's going to be doing, you better get your skates on, otherwise she's going to have a new manager. And she'll say, you know, it's only because he knows how things are run, he's got contacts and all this business. She'll have all the excuses ready for you. The other thing I wanted to address, Nader, is your bloody channel. You're still doing it. Hello, guys. Hello. Jennifer, love you. Dee Dee, love you. That is not interacting. That is not having a live stream and interacting with people who come into your chat. You ignore them unless they send you a super chat. And then if they've asked you a question about Chantal, you're downright rude to them. Friends with benefits my eye. I wouldn't give you a penny. You know, why would I? I wouldn't even trust you to polish my shoes. You've got no nous about you. You've got no value in what you say. You've got nothing to say. How about talking about why you went to Canada in the first place? Was it 10, 11 years ago? Wasn't that the Egyptian Spring when all the rioting was going on in Cairo? Were you involved in that? Is that why you went to Canada? Is that why? Because you were involved in all this Arab Spring with the students. You were about the right age for it. I'm just really wondering why you chose Canada and how you've been staying there for so long. You know, 10 years is a long time. So are you there under the premise that if you go back to Egypt, your life could be endangered in some way? I don't understand how a man who purports to love his mother as you do, although you keep swearing things on her life, you need to stop that. My kids are swearing things on my life and then going and doing the opposite. And I found out about it. I would be mortified. I would. And I'd damn well address them as well. Let's hope your mother doesn't find out, Nader, because if and when you do go back, she's going to give you a few good whacks around the head and you'll have to accept them because you're her son. She's the one woman probably in the world who you would defer to. You need to be on your knees apologising to her. And just stop with this channel business. Nobody, they come in to see if there's anything going on with Chantal, and you just tell them you're going to block them, not to mention Chantal's name, you don't want to know. If that's the case, call it a day now, close your channel down, because it's worthless, quite frankly. Worthless. And you strike me as being a bit worthless yourself, the way you are all take. Go and get yourself a job and act like a real man for once. Speak to you all later. Bye-bye.